Hey everybody. Very powerful day today, Veterans Day. So it's only fitting for a beer and a book. Welcome to Beer and a Book. Very powerful day today, and I got a great beer to celebrate Veterans Day. Now when I say celebrate, I mean truly honor our veterans. Being one, I know just what it means to be a veteran, and I can't thank enough my fellow brothers and sisters in arms that have served their country, worn their uniform of whatever branch of service it was. But thank you for doing so. And I got a really powerful beer here for you. If you can get your hands on this, I highly recommend it. It's Copper Kettle Brewing Company out of Denver, and their Coconut Snowed In, an oatmeal stout aged in Breckenridge Bourbon barrels with coconut and chocolate. This is a delicious beer. Look how rich this is. It should be delicious. Coming in at, 12.4% ABV? Something like that. Oh, man. Awesome. So grab your beers if you have them. If you have a Copper Kettle Coconut Snowed In, even better. But I've got an amazing book here to share. The Heart in the Fist, from an amazing author, a humanitarian turned Navy SEAL, Eric Greitens. This guy, a Rhodes Scholar, did a lot of humanitarian work in the 90s, became a Navy SEAL, I believe, in 2001. It deployed to Afghanistan, deployed to Iraq. Man, this guy's knowledge, history, and just storytelling is absolutely amazing. And the fact that it is here on Veterans Day, man, there's so many things in this book I want to share with you. But I can only pull a few things out because it's the point of this. I want to encourage you to read these books, and that's why I'm sharing them with you, whether it be books, poems, or whatnot. But the amazing thing here, and especially with it being Veterans Day, is I want to sum this up. There's a couple things I'm going to pull from this book. This is the first one, and this is when it comes to the aspect of, like the title of the book says, the heart and the fist. And this brilliantly sums it up. I've seen that peace is more than absence of war, and that a good life entails more than the absence of suffering. A good peace, a solid peace, a peace in which communities can flourish, can only be built when we ask ourselves and each other to be more than just good, and be better than just strong. And a good life, a meaningful life, a life in which we can enjoy the world and live with purpose, can only be built if we do more than live for ourselves. And that's why here on Veterans Day, I think this is really powerful, because everybody that signs the dotted line is doing so for more than just themselves. They're doing for their family, their communities, their country. And it's absolutely amazing. And I go to another portion of the book, and this is powerful, because after coming back from Iraq, going to Bethesda Naval Hospital, visiting wounded veterans, it is this that Eric Greitens shares, and I think is really powerful this day on Veterans Day. And he has this to say: as I left the hospital that day, I knew that these men and women had a long stream of visitors who were coming to the hospital to tell them thank you. The visitors, other service members, government officials, celebrities, friends, Boy Scouts and Girl Scouts, were all telling these men and women, thank you for your service. Thank you for your sacrifice. And it was clear that our men and women appreciated that. It meant a lot to them when they heard thank you. I also realized that these men and women had to hear something else. In addition to thank you, they also had to hear, we still need you. They had to know that we viewed them not as problems, but as assets. And we saw them not as weak, but as strong. They had to know that we were glad they were home, that they were needed, that we needed their strength here at home, that we needed them to continue to serve here at home. That's powerful. Kind of lost me on that last line. But it's true. It's more than just a thank you. You come back and there's things where you question, as a veteran, what you're doing, why you're doing it. And we need to know we have a purpose. And he goes on to say, I knew from my experience working with Bosnian refugees and Rwandan survivors that those who found a way to serve others were able to rebuild their own sense of purpose, despite all they had lost. I knew from my time in refugee camps and my time working with children of the street, that to build a new life in the face of great challenge, what mattered was not what we gave them, but what they did. You can give a thank you, but the important thing is to remind our veterans they're valued and we need them. We do need them. And he says also in the book, he had a boxing coach. This guy's done so much stuff. This is an amazing read, The Heart and the Fist. But his boxing coach told him, I think it was his boxing coach. I might be mixing up stories. I'm sorry, I just got to take a breath. I'm a bit flustered. That's really powerful stuff there. But whoever it was a mentor that took him to a homeless shelter and said the thing is that if you truly respect people, it doesn't matter who they are. They could be down and out. They could be successful. But if you truly respect them, you ask things of them. And you don't ask things of them for yourself. You ask things of them so that they can better their own selves. And here on Veterans Day, think about that. Not only a thank you, but remind these veterans that they're still valued, that they can still contribute, and that you want them to. A thank you goes a long way, but it only goes so far. And all I gotta say, Heart in the Fist. Eric Greitens, thank you for writing this awesome book. If you can get a copy of it, get it. You won't regret it. And pair it up with a delicious beer, like Copper Kettle's Coconut Snowed In. All right. I gotta go get emotional. All the vets out there, happy Veterans Day. See you soon.